Shabbat Shalom, and one more time, and you are welcome to the Shabbat of this morning. The Parashat that we are discussing this morning is Parashat Pekudai, and it means to accounting for, right? And the question I'm going to ask, which I've already explained, is how do you account for yourself? Can you account for yourself, for your life? But since the day you were born to this particular moment, can you account your achievement, both spiritually, physically, holistically? Can you account for it one by one? Can you be say, you know what? I want to stand and account for every phases of my life. I subtitled the parasha of this morning as the Shechina, that is the glory, the presence of God. Sefer Shemot began with Jacob and his family going down to Egypt. They settled and prospered, but become too complacent in their new lifestyle, and within a couple of generations, the age of bondage and servitude takes its old. The age of bondage and servitude is shattered by God's wonders and great judgment, which brings about the age of redemption, bringing with it a new life and a new way of being to a battered and oppressed people. The age of redemption is but a fleeting moment, a corridor to an even greater age. At Mount Sinai, the glory of ADONAI was revealed, heralding the revelation at Mount Ḥorev. Ḥorev and Sinai is the same thing, the same mountain, but different names, which is in turn inaugurates the age of the covenant. The creator of all of history and master of all enter into a covenant with a single people, the children of Israel. Look at this summary that I just gave us concerning all the things, all the journey, the accounting from the day our father Jacob entered into the land of Egypt. The people prosper, they grow big, and they become fatted, and very soon they become complacent with the lifestyle of the Egyptians. You know what? I know that my father told me, Jacob told us that we should do this and this and this, that Adonai Elohim, Adonai Echad, that God is one. But you know what? Maybe we can try to go and, follow my Egyptian friend to do some celebration of his God. There is no problem. As far as me, I don't bow down to it, but I can eat from the food. We begin to do what? To rationalize. We begin to get pompous, because a fat cat is always rationalizing. He tell you, let me use my human understanding to rationalize the spiritual thing. And very soon we became like the Egyptians themselves. I want to take title like the Egyptians. I cannot be an Israelite. You know what I mean? How can I be those shepherds? They stink. Because the Torah said that the Egyptian does not like them because they stink. Because they are shepherds. But they prosper. They were smart. Right? They occupy the entire land, but still yet they don't like them. Say, I had PhD degree in mathematics. I'm a rocket scientist. Why should I come and be doing this nonsense ritual that these people are doing? That is 5,000 years ago. It's an old understanding. But now I can understand it in a modern way, so I can be like the people of the world. And when the Torah says you shall not, or you can't even be like them. You cannot mix with them. But we always rationalize the spiritual things, rationalize the things of God, and then when we become complacent, problem comes, judgment comes, suffering comes, pain comes. Then we complain, God, are you not listening? Are you not seeing what is going on? But we are the cause of those problems. Because if we follow the Torah to the end, I'm telling you, it's going to be an easy ride. Because God is with you. God will lead you on each path. Because it is only God that knows where all the pains, where all the trouble, where all the holes are on the road. So He guides you according to the right path. But once we become complacent, problem comes. Then the age of servitude and bondage give way to the age of redemption. God redeemed us by His mighty power, by His strength in Egypt, and He made us to prosper. And then is the revelation of God. The age of revelation came on Mount Sinai, and God gave us His 10 word, and with this 10 word, God entered into an eternal agreement, an eternal covenant with us. that I'm going to be your God, you are going to be my people, you shall serve me and me alone, and I will make you the greatest people on the planet. For the whole earth is mine. That's what God said. But I will make you the number one. And you will go up and you will never come down. Right? But let's see what happened after that. So the children of Israel were free from bondage by the glory of God. Right? Both spiritually and physically. Because people say, oh, they are free from bondage. But what kind of bondage? In our head, we always think that it is only the physical bondage. No. They were free holistically, both physically and spiritually. For God freed them physically first, and then God brought them to the mountain to reveal himself unto them, to tell them that he is the God of their father, that they can have a relationship. Remember, it is not a religion, but a relationship that he is going to be their God, and they are going to be his people. He is going to be their father, and they are going to be his what? His children. Okay, so now, and it was the same glory of God that took up residence in the Mishkan that we just read this morning. The cloud by day and fire by night, which was upon the Mishkan, indicate the presence of the glory of the Holy One, blessed be He. In this Parashat, after the Mishkan was erected, the Torah speaks that the glory of God covered the entire Mishkan. That even though Moshe Rabbeinu cannot even approach, why in the Talmud because they understand that the glory of God was like vivid, so thick that you can't touch. I'll say cloud, right? You can't touch it because it's like air. But in this case, it was like you can feel it. You can touch it because it was vivid. It was light by night, and the cloud covered it extremely by day. Why? In the book of Isaiah chapter 4 verse 2 to 6 state this, that in that day there shall be a shoot of Adonai for beauty and for honor, and the fruit of earth for excellence and for splendor, for the survivor of Israel. And it shall be those that remain in Zion and the residents of Jerusalem. Only they will call him. All who were written for life in Jerusalem, when my Lord washed away the filth of the daughter of Zion and the blood of Jerusalem, he shall cleanse away from its midst in a spirit of judgment and in a spirit of burning. And Adonai shall create upon every dwelling places, every dwelling place of Mount Zion, and upon her, and proclaim a cloud by day, and smoke, and brightness of a flaming fire by night. For upon all the honor a canopy, and there shall be a booth for shade by day from heat, and from a shelter, and for a hiding place for downpour and from rain. That is Isaiah chapter 4 verse 2 to 6, stating about the glory, the countenance of the Holy One, blessed be He. In this week Parashat Pekudai, the Torah states in the book of Exodus chapter 40 verse 34, the cloud covered the communion tent, and God's glory filled the tabernacle. But Ramban with M, Ramban explained this as a feeling of holiness. While Rambam with M, Rambam in Moreh Nebuchim 1:19 states, he writes that God's presence was evident in the Mishkan. And the Rabbi Yaakov Aruet states that he explained in one of his books that why is it that the Mishkan had this holiness or light? It was and he explained that it was self-evident that the presence of God was present. What was the key element that brought down the Shechina, which means the presence or the essence of God? And he says that the presence of God into the Mishkan was brought down by what? By the ahava, by the love of the children of Israel, because they came and they gave everything to God. You see, the Mishkan was created not for God. God doesn't need a Mishkan. It was created for the children of Israel, for them to have a focal point, a central point where they can come and serve God Himself, where they can look up and say, God, here am I, have mercy and compassion upon me. So them giving without restraint all the things that they have, the things that they hold dear, they offer it up. And if we as a people, if me as a rabbi cannot offer up what is so dear to me, then I'm just deceiving myself. I'm lying. Right? God wants us to give up that thing that is so dear to us that we think that without it we can live. That if you can give that up, then you are just already at the gate of Eden. You are already at the gate of Eden. I'm telling you, if you can give up that thing that you also dear to you, give it up unto God, you are already right at the gate of Eden. But the most hardest thing for a man is to give up that which he holds so dear. To him, his foundation is resting on that. And when you take away that foundation, to him, in his head, in his mind, he seems as if that is the end of his life. But it seems to be, but it's not the end. But if you can give up that which is so dear, like all the things that we can see from our forefathers, Abraham gave us the thing that is so dear to him. He said, for God, I give this up. But God said, okay, I see that actually you really fear me. You really love me. You are really a man that is so close to my heart. David did the same thing. Jacob and Abel did the same thing. So the same principle God is telling us this morning. The Israelites in the wilderness, they gave the best. They gave the thing that they hold dear, which is their goal. So you know what? For the construction, as far as for the construction of the Mishkan, I give it up. Because they know that with that, everything, their sins will be covered. This oneness, this love that a rabbi said, bring down the Shechina, the presence of God. If we come here without love, if we come here without loving one another, then the Shechina will not come. If we come here with a lip service, the Shechina will not come. But when we come here with all our soul, with all our mind, with all our spirit, loving our brothers, our brethren, our sisters, as ourselves, then the Shechina is right in your midst. Nothing we do without love is zero. You can do whatever you want, you can give whatever you want to give. You can do whatever you want to do. But if that is not coming from the heart of love, it means nothing to God. Everything you do must be based on love. He said you must be a dreamer. You must be an interpreter. You must be whatever you want to be. If there is no love in there, you are just a single symbol. That is it. But once we have love, once everything that we do in our life, we are doing it just because, not because I want to show that I am rich, not because I want to show that I want people to see me and like me. No, but from the pure heart, from the pure soul of love, then it is already accepted. And you are already at the gate of Eden. So, finally, this is what our rabbi says, that with love, that when the Mishkan was made and with all its materials and the content, the utensils, all came through the Israelites giving faithfully and without compulsion. That is a key word. They were giving faithfully, but not without. They are not giving because, they are forcing me. Right? Remember, I gave us this understanding that when it came to the sacrifice of Cain and Abel, people think that Cain brought what is bad. That was the idea, the general consensus. No, Cain did not bring what was bad before the presence of God. He brought what is good. I mean, fresh, nice, beautiful thing. But he didn't bring it with the heart of love. He was thinking, my father forced me. This thing, I'm being forced. It's like compulsion, they're forcing you to do it. No. And I always tell everybody, that is one thing that I so much believe in, and it is from my grandfather. My grandfather said, you never, ever force a man to serve God. No. You should steady. See? If you say that these people should not worship God, God is able to raise up stone to worship Him. God never forced nobody to serve Him. It is come from your heart, from your soul. I will never force any man to. I will never do that. As we, the Hebrew people, we don't evangelize like the Christians say evangelize. No. You come to God. Once you see His power, it's automatic. You don't go to people's house like, yeah. No. Let them come in their head. Everything is spiritual. It's understanding. We don't do that because it is not Torah based. It is not. God said, go and preach. Okay, it's the command of God. I go preach to them. Just like Jonah. You can even see that Hebrew understanding in Jonah. Jonah doesn't want to go. He said, no, God has to force him. He go. Okay, I go and preach. Jonah said, let me go and evangelize. No, let me go and preach to them. This is what the Lord God said. Okay, I go back. That is, I did what God said to do, and that is it. If God said to go to any country in the world, go preach the Torah, I go. The Torah is finished, I go back. My hands are clean. I don't start remaining there to start trying to manipulate them and turn them into a slave for my own selfish end. No. So the Torah is clean here, without compulsion. That is it. You do not come with a grudging heart. You know, Cain came with a grudging heart, and God does not accept it. But Abel came with a heart of joy, with a heart of love, with a heart of saying, I want to do this, and it was accepted before God. So, in conclusion of all this, at the conclusion of the book, of each book of Moshe, we always said, Hazek, Bene Hazek, which means the word, which means be strong, and may we be strengthened. This word delivers a very powerful message to all the Jews. There is a reason why we conclude each Sefer of the Torah with this phrase. During the past 6 months, the people of Israel have come together as one. We have witnessed the Holy One, blessed be He, is present, His formidable, miraculous ways. When we see and feel this unity, we get to see the physical presence of God, the Shechina upon us. Declaring this word to declare Israel, to the people of Israel, to hear gives us a kind of a very, very deep strength and reinforcement. And we always say, Hazek, Bene Hazek. Be strong, and may we be strengthened. Parashat, Pekudai, Shechina, Shabbat Shalom.